Hello, once again. I am Doc Rodden, and this is Gruesome Magazine. Tonight, we are reviewing Witchboard, the new one, 2025, from director Chuck Russell. Ooh.
Gruesome Magazine.
Joining me tonight is my guest host, Paul Cardullo. Welcome back to Gruesome Magazine, Paul. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, Doc. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, we were able to get together and watch a screener for Witchboard, which is coming out soon in theaters and, of course, on demand after that. And then it's also a remake of the 1988 one, but it's different. And we'll get into all that. Are you excited to be here doing this?
Oh yeah. No, I do have a confession. Don't look down on me, but
I know, I
I
know.
know I never saw the original with Tawny Kitaen. I just hang my head in shame. It's like,
How did you miss a movie with Tawny Kitaen?
I don't know. You would think I would have seen it, but I didn't. I'm just
Yeah,
it's
there's watch out for all the tomatoes flying at you right now. All right. Before we dive into our review, we would just want to quickly remind you, please be sure to like and subscribe and share with a friend. We'd like to have more people enjoy our reviews, so that would help us greatly. So thank you. All right. Okay, so let's get into our review. Quickly, I just want to go through the tagline. Well, actually, it's not a tagline. It's actually a description. It's a cursed witchboard awakens dark forces, dragging a young couple into a deadly game of possession and deception. That's pretty accurate. And again, it's directed by Chuck Russell. If that name sounds familiar to you, there's a reason it should. He, among other things, he directed A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, which might be the best Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Might be. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I mean, that or the first one. I don't know. It really is an awesome sequel. He did the next year. He did the Blob remake, which is also gory, good fun. And then in 1994, he did The Mask, which would it be unfair to call it a classic now?
Oh, no, it's definitely a classic.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's no Son of the Mask, but
well, nothing is. Thank God. All right. Well,
it definitely has a pedigree. It's not like some schlub coming in. This is somebody who's got the experience.
Yes. All right. Yeah. That's absolutely correct. Now he's done TV and stuff in between. I didn't want to get into all that, but these three films are spectacular films that warrant our attention. And I'm a big fan of this, so I was really happy to see him come back. But let's get into our thoughts, what we were expecting and what we got. Paul, why don't you start us off? What did you think of Witchboard 2025?
I was like, wow, it's better than I thought it was going to be. I kind of went into it going, because sometimes when, you can have a great director who was a great director 30, 40 years ago, and then sometimes they don't quite have it anymore. And then you're kind of like, it's Witchboard, so it's not like it was just kind of like, yeah. So I was like, we'll see. I found it really enjoyable. It was, I pleasantly surprised. Yeah. How about you, Doc?
I was surprised as well, although I had heard some things, so I was expecting maybe a little better than you were, but still wasn't expecting it to be as good as I found it. It is really good film, and it deserves a lot more fanfare going into its release. But these times are weird for theater releases and just so many remakes out there, but they do such a great job with this. They spin it. It's a modern telling. It still has the same basic premise, some similar characters, but it's just broadened, and it's fun. It's gory. The characters are cool. The characters are very likable. The cast is great.
Oh yeah.
And there's some we'll get into it, and we're going to try to do this spoiler free, but there's some things that are happening here that really are on the shoulders of a couple of the actors, and they do such a great job. And we'll get
Oh,
into that
yes,
here shortly.
most definitely.
But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. So much so that I think I said this, she had to watch this. Like, it's in
Yeah.
my top 10 right now.
Yeah.
It may have seat 9 or 10, right? And so it could get knocked off, but it's if nothing else, it will end up being an honorable mention because I thoroughly enjoyed this film. It's well made, it's well constructed, and well filmed. It's just they did a great job. So you want to chat about the cast?
Most certainly, most
Yeah.
certainly.
Well,
So,
we won't go through all of them. I have a long list of
right,
the cast members, but let's hit the main ones. Which, of course, the lead is Emily. That's
right.
with Madison Iseman taking over the role. This is the Tawny Kitaen character. And she looked familiar, and there's a reason she looked familiar. She was in the both of the Jumanji films, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle and Jumanji: The Next Level. She's young Bethany,
Yeah,
the
that's a Karen Gillian, right.
yeah,
That's the Karen
yep,
Gillian
yep,
character.
yep. So she's the character that becomes. Christian is the character that I believe I have the right one. It's Christian,
I think
her
so.
friend, right?
I
And
believe so. Yeah.
Aaron Dominguez, also really good. Madison did a
Oh,
great
yeah.
job. And he was in the first season of Only Murders in the Building. He was Oscar.
Yeah.
He was one of the main suspects, kind of weird thing going on there. And
Yeah,
then,
two of them. Oh, sorry. I'll let you go
no,
through
go
it.
ahead. No.
I was saying two of them had really good chemistry. I mean, they felt like a couple. They felt. I mean, they were
Yes.
again very likable. Like, with a horror movie, a lot of times you really want to have if you have somebody that you don't want to see get hurt, that's going to make the horror the stronger. I think sometimes, right? If it's
Yeah.
a morality play and you just want to see one get killed, it's one thing. But to see somebody who's like, oh, I like them. I hope crap doesn't happen to them, and that's they nail that. I think the two of them do.
Well, not just them. I think
Oh yeah, yeah,
all the cast really like, and the bad guys, the antagonists, if you will,
yeah.
are those that you like to hate, right? I mean,
Oh yeah,
they're
definitely.
really good. And that was a great bonus and one of the strong suits of it. But yeah, their friend Richie was played by Charlie
I think so. Yeah.
and I remember him from Gotham. He was in season 1 and 4 as Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow. But he was also in the recent film A Complete Unknown. He played Al Cooper.
Yeah.
I don't remember who Al Cooper was,
I
but
don't remember either, but
I'm sure
I
he's in
remember
there.
the movie. But
Yep.
I recognize him in the movie. He has a very distinctive face. We were saying, I said he kind of looked like a third cousin to Crispin Glover. He's got this kind of a
It could be like, yeah, that or an offspring.
yeah.
He's really and he does a great job, and you like him,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and then and Antonia de Platas, and I probably mispronounced that, plays Naga Soth, who's the witch from the past,
Yeah.
and she was recently in the Killer's Game, which is uh just a, well, it's about
Oh.
killers.
Okay.
So she played one of them named Amy. And then as Alexander Baptiste, who is our main. Would you say he's our main antagonist,
I
or
would
is it?
say so. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
right. Right?
in a way. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Is Jamie Campbell Bower, and he is probably most known by fans as Vecna from Stranger Things season 4, and apparently he's in season 5 as well. So see
Oh,
more of him.
yep. Then apparently that's why Chuck Russell wanted him was for his performance as Vecna.
Oh
Apparently
yeah.
Chuck Russell specifically wanted Jamie Campbell Bower as Baptiste. So yeah.
Well, whatever he saw is on the screen
Oh,
because it
he's fun.
works.
He's a yeah.
He is, yeah, he needs to be in more stuff. He also played young Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but that's for the Harry Potter fans out there. So okay, it's a horror film. Does it bring the horror?
Oh yeah, there's some nice creepy bits, and there's some like again because you care about these characters, the horror has more because you're concerned about what's going to happen to them, and it's also got some very creepy imagery, some really good Like there's
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into spoilers, but yeah, there's some really good creepy imagery with it. And so it definitely brings that kind of horror to you. I think it's at
Yeah.
least I thought so.
Yeah,
What do you think?
and there's some fun kills, and
Oh yeah,
there's some
there's
fun kills.
one
One in
particular
particular we
one
real love.
I don't want to give away, but we were like, oh, that was fun. I mean, it was just the way it was
Yeah,
shot was kind
yeah.
of as it
Now,
were.
I'll hint at it like this. Typically, I do not like CGI blood splashing onto the camera.
Yeah.
However, if you're going to do it like this film does.
Yeah.
You'll need to see the film to know what I'm talking about, and I'm
Yeah.
doing so. But the what Nagasoth, the character from the past, is a really well realized witch. We get a through flashbacks, we get a history for her, we get
Yeah.
and you actually kind of give a shit about her.
Oh yeah, no, she's
Right.
she's like she can be. There's definitely like you said, she's a multi-dimensional character, and
Mhm.
there's some definitely sympathy, empathy there for that character. So,
Yep. Yep.
um, and I mean, oh my goodness, Antonia Despada and Madison Isman as Emily, the two of them both. I don't want to give anything, but both of them do a fantastic job. I mean,
Right.
they're given some interesting things to do. That I mean, it's been done in other movies, but they make
It,
it very believable.
very convincing. Very
Oh,
convincing.
very. Yeah,
Very convincing.
I was like, wow, that was really well done.
Yeah, and
So,
there's some real nice possession effects, rolling back the eyes.
oh
For that,
yes,
it's so well
yes.
done and so creepy. They do it more than once, but I never got tired of it.
No, no,
It always
it was
really
well
worked.
done.
And of course the our main antagonist, Jamie Campbell Bower, as Alexander. He that character. There's he has like a whole group of characters with him, and
Yeah,
they're all so cool.
it
And
is fun. It's
I don't want to say much about his entourage, if you will,
right.
but there are some characters in there that just are like I could watch a movie about them. I want to know
Oh
more
yeah.
about them. We don't get to know about them, but I want to know about them.
Yeah, just them being there kind of fills out that world.
It
And
does.
speaking of the world, it's one of those films that has a definite sense of place. I mean, it takes place in New Orleans. They've obviously
Yes.
shot good portions of it in New Orleans, and it just had that feel. I mean, it felt like a real like there was a good sense of place with it. Like it wasn't just generic. It was really shot in New Orleans. Like I said, just it had that feel, which I thought was really helpful.
It definitely did, and along with some of the the chosen scenery, the like the characters opening up, what they're the Creole Kings or something like that, or
Oh
something. I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember. They're opening up their own like little restaurant
yeah.
in New Orleans, and it yeah, and it's just they do a great job, and it really fits the story.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Is yes, it's essential, I think, for getting that whole feel of the story and so forth.
So they do a great job. So let's go ahead and give our score. Let's see. Tell me what you thought. 1 to 5, Paul. Where do you put this on the scale?
Definitely on a higher end. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna go with a 4
Uh,
because my only the only reason it's not higher is I mean the way it's shot as well, like the shot composition and such is good, but I don't know if it's because maybe they're not as used to because of the shooting on I don't know. It felt like an earlier when people first started shooting on digital, where
mhm,
they didn't quite get the filmic look to it. So the lighting felt a little more like a TV lighting. It wasn't so the depth of field wasn't quite right, but the in terms of like it was too much, right? But I mean, but the shot setups were great. It was just those bits that made it feel like a little too much, a little too cheap. So much
mhm,
that the Witchboard itself, uh, to me, occasionally it was like, oh, it's something made in resin and painted.
mhm. Yeah, you
And
could
it
tell.
didn't
Yeah,
it
yeah.
yeah, it didn't
But
feel
it's
and I think that's the
okay.
way it was lit. And so that's the only thing that kind of took it away from it because it made it look cheaper. Because otherwise, I mean, like you said, shot composition and stuff. And there's one kill that was just so great fun, so I mean that's probably it's a 4, but if you're more generous, you know, it can be bumped up a little bit. I'll have to say 4 though, just because
Yep.
that did kind of.
I'm a little more generous. I'm gonna get 4 and a quarter.
I don't know, because I
I'm
mean,
gonna get four and a
there's
quarter,
a lot to love on it.
and that's why it's like on the cusp of my top 10.
Yeah.
There's some really good films out there this year in horror, and
Yeah.
there's some heavyweights coming in the the latter half of the year.
Yeah.
You know, just to mention one, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's
not gonna be good at all, right?
No.
But yeah, I 4.25. Highly recommend this. Go catch it. If you catch it in the theater, I think you'll have a great time. If not, catch it on streaming. It's worth the time. It's a great Saturday night film to watch, I think, and you'll get some laughs in it too. There are some funny bits there, and they're not like comedic.
Yeah.
Right. They're either the characters, something happens, or just the way the story is presented and presents something that is humorous, and it usually involves a cat.
Yeah. Yes. Quite a yes, quite a bit of cat bits in that. And
cat.
Well, not that kind of cat bits. The cats are okay.
It's the cats are fine.
The cats are fine.
All right. Well, there you go. That's our review for the Witchboard remake coming out in 2025 from Chuck Russell. Check it out. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. That's it for tonight, Paul. Thank you for joining me. Let's say goodnight.
Thanks for having me again. It's been a blast. Good night, Doc.
Good night.